Hello all, welcome to the Student of the Game Forever channel. India are starting the World Cup campaign today in South Africa. What a week this has been. It has been a fantastic week with Pakistan playing fantastic game against England, and they had completely outplayed England the other day. And yesterday it was a tight game against Sri Lanka for Afghanistan. They played really well, put up a good show. Sri Lanka showing their class at the end of the day. Lasith Malinga was a key player for Sri Lanka last night. Okay, let's look at this match. It's been a dramatic week for South Africa leading into this match against India. They've lost their last two games against both England and Bangladesh, and to top that, they have some injury concerns as well. Lungi Ngidi is ruled out with an hamstring injury. He's out for the next 10 days, is what we have said. Dale Steyn, he's been ruled out of the entire World Cup, and which is disappointing for South Africa and all the cricket fans over the world, given the bowler and the impact that he could have created for South Africa in this World Cup. Buran Hendricks would be replacing him in the squad, and he's set to join South Africa today. He's unlikely to play in the today's match, but yeah, he'll be replacing Dale Steyn. Okay, India. Let's look at India. India have had uh, quite a break after that match against Bangladesh in that warm up match, and they've been relaxing and have had an odd practice session here and there. Yesterday they were not able to practice given the showers that they had in Rose Bowl, but no worries today. We don't expect any showers at the Rose Bowl, Southampton today. Okay, what are the conditions like? Like as I said. It's going to be the weather conditions are likely to be around 14 to may go down till 9 10 later in the day. It's good. We are expecting a very chilly day in Southampton. We don't have any threats of rain affecting this game, so it should be a good thing for cricket to go ahead today. It will be chilly, and the ball might swing early on. So initially, as we said, the teams winning the toss would like to take advantage of that. Having said that, the average scores in the first innings since 2015 World Cup has been 310 on this wicket. So batting first as well, teams who have played the first 10 overs well and have lost least number of wickets have been able to go past the 300 mark, batting sensibly from overs 10 to 40. So if those are anything to go by, I think teams winning the toss would ideally like to bat first and see off the new ball, and then the entire 40 overs is theirs. So that is it. So however, let's look at the players to watch out for. Virat Kohli is a player to watch out for me for India. Number 18. I think he started World Cups traditionally well in the 2011 World Cup as well. He has started with a bang with the century against Bangladesh 2015. He started well against Pakistan, scoring a century in Adelaide. So if things are to anything to go by, I think he starts big tournaments well. So I think he might start well as well. Even the warm-up matches, yes, he got. You might argue that he got out to part-time bowlers, but then the intensity of that match and the first match of the World Cup would be different. He's leading India for the first time in the World Cup, and he's averaging 73 post the 2015 World Cup. Scored the most number of runs by any player since then. So I'm looking forward to him playing a very vital role today. For South Africa, Quinton de Kock has scored 400 in his last six innings, ODI innings against India. He almost averages a Bradman is 94.20. So he'd be the danger man for India when South Africa come out to bat. And Ashim Amla is fit to play this match after the concussion injury which he had got after that bouncer which he faced from Jofra Archer. Encouraging signs for South Africa. And okay, let's look at the lineups for both the teams. So India would open the batting with Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. With Kohli would bat at number 3. KL Rahul has shut the door on number 4 debate after scoring a fantastic century against Bangladesh in the World Cup match. I think this World Cup would define KL Rahul, the batsman, and it's a nice opportunity for him to stamp his authority on world cricket. Dhoni would keep wickets and bat at number 5 for me. Kedar Jadhav is fully fit, and he's ready to go, as what Virat Kohli said in the pre-match conference. So he would bat at number 6 for me, and bowl is slinging off spinners. So he'd be effective at number 6. 7 would be Hardik Pandya. I think he fits into this team well. He bowls his swinging like medium pacers, and then he can be deadly dangerous with the bat. you can finish off the innings which you're looking for. I think for, as I said, for KL Rahul, ever since that coffee controversy, KL Rahul and Hardik Pandya have been more determined, and I guess this could be well the tournament where they outshine the entire um, uh, lot which they are facing against. So it should be a good tournament for both of them. Number 8 would be Ravindra Jadeja, at least for me in the first match. He's a gun fielder. He contributes 20-30 runs with the bat. As we said earlier, runs with the bat by 8 to 11 is very important in this tournament given the margin between the teams. Number 9 would be Kuldeep Yadav for me. I mean, yes, he's not had a very good IPL, but then Virat Kohli is banking on him given his left arm Chinaman. I think he would be in the team. He'd be my number 9. Number 10 would be a difficult choice leaving out Mohammad Shami, but then giving the cold conditions that we have encountering today, I think Bhuvaneshwar would be better suited to extract the conditions and swing the ball. Number 11 would be Bumrah. Bumrah is playing his 50th ODI today, so kudos to him for his and all the best for him in this match. South African lineup, Quinton de Kock would be opening the batting along with Hashim Amla. Hashim Amla is back, so they will be banking on him to give good starts for along with South Africa along with Quinton de Kock. Duplessis would bat at number 3. 4 would be Van der Dussen. 5 would be Aiden Markram. Number 6 would be David Miller. 7 I would play JP Dumini. Andy Leigh Peklukwayo would come back number 8, and handy striker with the ball. He's been good for South Africa taking wickets in the middle overs. Number 9 would be I think today we'll go with Dwayne Pretorius. I think that's what I feel South Africa would go with. Morris is not in the form that we expect him to be, or South Africa would have expected to be. Rabada would be playing at number 10. Rabada has been off in this tournament, at least in the starting of the tournament. I think he would need to fire for South Africa if they bowl first. Imran Tahir would be playing at number 11. He's been brilliant for them, bringing those key wickets in the middle overs. And whenever he has been asked by South Africa to come in and put pressure. So yeah, these are the lineups that we are looking at. Okay, what are the expected? Um, what are my views on the game? I think it's slightly tilted in favor 70-30 in favor of India given the strength, and South Africa they don't have any momentum. They're struggling with injuries and all those things, and I guess India are in a good position today to go ahead and have a good start in this World Cup. Okay, let's see the numbers game. 44. As we said, Bumrah is playing his 50th ODI today, and he's taken the most wickets since his debut at the death overs. 44 is the number of wickets he has taken. 4,306, an average of 73.40. Virat Kohli has scored the most number of runs in ODIs since the 2015 World Cup. He scored 4,306 runs at an average of 73.40 is Virat's average. And then 50 again, significance is Virat just needs one more ODI to win to go past 50 ODI wins as captain for India in ODIs. So that those are the numbers that we are looking for. It would be a cracking match, and I think given it's an holiday in India, I think it would be a great match if India could go on to play and go on to play. I think India can start slowly. They can settle themselves into the tournament, and then they would be liking to take it deep into the tournament and finish off on a high. I think India are in good stead today, more than South Africa. It should be a good match, and I hope India would be winning the match today. Okay, thank you guys. Keep supporting, keep sharing, keep liking. I'll be coming up with the preview of Bangladesh versus New Zealand as well, which is starting at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I'll be there shortly giving my views on that as well. Okay, let's hope it's a cracker of a match. Thank you guys. See you. Enjoy the match. Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim friends who are celebrating Eid today across the world. Thank you. Stay blessed. See you.